there guys, it's me Katie from the Practical Escapist. Today I want to show you my brand new passion planner. I just got this in the other day. I'm really excited to use it. This is the Undated planner, the brand new one, aqua blue. It's beautiful. And one of the neat things about this planner is that $1 from each sale of this goes toward charity water and toward funding its own water project. Passion Planner does that. They have charities that they donate to. So that's one thing that makes them really awesome. So we're going to dive in. I'm going to show you a little demo of how to use your Undated Passion Planner. Now, I'm no stranger to using undated ones. I started with an undated one and have been using them for the past 2 years. I use a dated one for work and then the undated one for personal stuff. And so here's my undated planner from last year. This beautiful rose gold, little nuclear knickknack sticker on the back. And so I'll give you I'll show you the difference. This is the large size, by the way. It's very spacious, lots of room. And this one is the medium, the new one that I got. A little more compact, a little easier to take with you. So let me show you the inside. So here's just a quick peek into my planner from last year. I'm not going to show you too much because there's, personal stuff in there. Here is the monthly section. And the monthly sections, by the way, are why I like the Undated planner better, because the months are separate from the weeks. Now, if you use a dated planner, the months will come at the very beginning, followed by the weeks for that month, and then the next month will appear. I really like that they're separate because after every month, as you can see, there's a monthly reflection where you can look back on the month. I like to just do week by week by week and then go back and write in this part when I'm ready for it. So you have each month's layout, and because it's undated, you get to choose the month, you get to write in the dates yourself, and there is a nice little section for each part. Then the weekly section, it's all broken down hour by hour, which for me personally is very, very useful because I need that kind of time management. Then down at the bottom, there's some nice space for anything that you want. So again, this is the large size. It's very spacious. There's lots of room. Then in the back, there's some graph paper, and you have some blank paper as well. You can do whatever you like with. And then in the back, there's this nifty little pocket. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you this here. So this one was really well loved. I'm going to miss it, honestly, because this book and I went through a lot. This is a real nice piece of proof that I went through a real year of growth. And I can see that growth just by looking at the goals that I had at the beginning of the year. There's also a mid-year check-in where you can change your goals if they don't resonate with you anymore, because that happens. Life happens, right? Let's take a look at this year's new Undated planner. So the reason I like going with Undated planners is because I don't feel like my year really begins until June anyway. June or May. When the spring happens, that's when I feel like my year truly begins, even though my birthday is several months before. So let's take a nice little look here, guys, at our beautiful new planner. So this is an Undated Sunday book, and it says that right here, meaning that the week begins on Sundays. You can also get ones that begin on Monday. So this gives you a little rundown, the story of Passion Planner, how the planner is set up, and all that tasty stuff. This gives you a rundown of big goal that you want to complete, your motivations, some words of encouragement, things like that. And it gives you a full step-by-step guide. So I'm not going to go through the guide, but I will show you guys the roadmap, because this is the part that really gets into the nitty-gritty of what you want out of life and how to get that by breaking it into little tiny steps. So you start off, you just write a bunch of stuff down. You make a wish list, you say what you want out of your life, and then you break it down into realistic time frames for that. We've got lifetime, 3 years, your 1 year and 3 months. Basically, how quickly do you think you can do it? And then over here, you create your plan. So you take your game changer, the big one that you think can lead to the other ones, and then you break that into smaller steps. You create a timeline, and then you can begin to add that to your planner. And right here, by the way, we've got a nice little calendar. So you can start these at any time. Doesn't have to even be this year. We have our nice blank slate for the months. We have our end of the month reflection to tell us about everything that happened in the month. What was the most memorable part of the month? What were the 3 biggest lessons you've learned in the past month? Review your planner for the past month and assess your priorities. And if you're happy with them, great. And if you're not happy with them, what can you do about it? How are you different between this month and the month before it? This is always an interesting question to answer, and always, always a really interesting question to go back on when the year is finished. What or who are you especially grateful for this past month? And name 3 things you can improve on in this upcoming month. And what actions can you take to work toward these improvements? And from 1 to 10, how do you feel overall about the past month? Then there's an end of the month checklist where you go through and you take a look at everything you did do, everything you wanted to do, everything you planned to do, and then you rework it for next month. So there's a nice little space down here where you can kind of create your own little mini map for this month's game changer, and you can decide what that is. It's up to you completely. So now we'll get into the weeks. And what's cool about the weeks, each day, like I said, is broken into a half-hour time frame, which again, for me personally, very, very useful. I really need the organization, and I find that this really does it for me. Then you can list some good things that happened over the week. And there's also a nice little inspirational quote. Each one has an inspirational quote and a little task for you. And of course, these are always optional, but it's a great way to kind of shake up your routine and do something different. Then we have our to-do list, personal and work. For my work ones, I always use creative work because, like I said, I do have a separate planner that I use for my job. And then personal is stuff like buy groceries or go to the post office or pay that bill or whatever. Then here is a really fun part called the space of infinite possibility. And I like to do little personal pep talks. In fact, let me find you something real quick here. I love drawing little pictures or comics in there sometimes. Just whatever strikes me at the moment. Here's our little RPG party. I was walking to work and I had an idea to do that, so I drew it just because it was fun to do. As you can see, there's a lot of room to break down into, like I said, the nitty-gritty of your goals to really figure out what it is you want to do. And I find that because of this, I am able to produce a lot more than I would have before. It keeps me on task, it keeps me focused. And 6 months through, we have a mid-year roadmap so that you can, again, look over your goals again and go from there. Here in the back, I have all these great stickers that Passion Planner sent me because I get to have that as a rep. They send me nifty stickers. Lucky me. So that is it from me for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of the Undated Passion Planner. Again, I'm a big fan of this brand new design. I think it's really beautiful and really inspiring as well. And the fact that $1 of each sale goes toward a really nice charity also helps a lot. So guys, if you ever have any questions, if you want me to send you any pictures or anything, let me know. This is probably one of the few videos I'll be doing. I'm not going to make this a regular thing or anything like that, but I thought it would be nice to kind of give you guys a very brief rundown of what you can see in these planners. So if you ever have any questions, let me know. And of course, you can get 10% off if you use my link in the description below. This is the part where I tell you guys that I am not gonna start selling you a whole bunch of stuff. This is really, honestly, something that I hopefully clearly believe in. I found it has helped me a lot, and maybe, you know, maybe it's not for you, and that's totally fine. I'm not trying to push it on anybody or anything like that. I just want to help other people with their goals. And that's part of the reason I applied to work with Passion Planner in the first place, because I found that it really helped me with my goals, and I want it to help you with yours as well. Thanks guys. See you next time.